Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train 2. Let's get this show on the road today and play another run as one of the two new clans. I was thinking about doing the Hef as our starting alternate champion. You know, I'm noticing something. The like 3D movement of the hammerhead actually looks pretty good in comparison to some of the like fake 3D movement on some of the other characters when they're holding stuff. But then her hand is glowing through the handle of her hammer. Do they not care that her hand is literally glowing through the hammer handle? It looks a little bit funky there. Her ability, smelt a card in hand. You know, the smith seems way more about actually forging, but this is also forging. It gets cards out of your deck. It gives you extra energy, although it does cost 1 energy. It can give you forge points again. So this is all about thinning your deck. This is all about buffing the units, I suppose. But I think what I'm actually going to do is play the Wurmkin. Let's play the Wurmkin because we just played as the Railforged. We'll unlock, hopefully, the B character, the B champion, which I'm remembering now is a slug riding a crystal. Like some sort of pod racer from that one Star Wars film. Let's depart. Spine Chief, carry me, oh gemmed up chief. Echo Transfer? It's a common card, so you should expect to see this often. We're also the Melting Remnant. We start with a Paraffin Thug. Dude, that's pretty awesome. We have +3 energy whenever we want with the Reservation Pyre Heart. We're fighting Dominion, which is corruption. We can bring back units from the dead if we want. Archeon pushes units. Strix and Hollow. Okay. Nothing too out of the blue here, out of this world. I do like that Wurmkin and Melting Remnant both have dazes. So we could just daze Seraph and then we never have to worry about him corrupting our units. We could daze some of the Titans and never have to worry about their stuff. So we have options. Extra upgrade slot on units is lovely. So which versions of this champion have we taken so far? We have picked up, if I could find it, we have done only the Infector. Really? We've only, oh, right. The one run that we had, the first run that we had with them was, this was a allied clan, the secondary clan, not the primary clan. Corruptor is fun, but I guess we're going to be going with the Decayer. I guess it is also the tankiest version of our champion. Let's take him. Inspire, apply Reap 2 to enemy units. It is a scaling form of damage. It is possible that we can build up a inspiration run, maybe with that equipment armor that gives you echoes every time you take damage. We can reflect that damage back to bosses. There's some things here that we can do. Let's put down our units down here. Hopefully we can get as many Paraffin Thug kills as possible. And I think I want the Spine Chief at the bottom because we want to apply Reap to the enemies down here. I can't kill the Fallen Champion in the front. We want to hit the enemies with Reap down here so that we can kill them on every floor with the Reap buff. Actually, I'm gonna change this around then, because I'm noticing that we can't get kills with Paraffin Thug. So what we should do is this. We'll do damage, we'll apply Reap, we'll kill the healer unit, and then up here we can actually finish him off. So then it's gonna be something like this. He's taking 24 damage, he's gonna have 41, he'll die on the second floor, perfect. And we can just do it again. Do it again! Because the fractures are infused, we get the extra Reap from Spine Chief. Correct, okay. So there's 30 gold. We're gonna get 30 more gold there. We're gonna get 30 more gold here. We do have Echo Transfer. We're gonna draw another one next turn, so let's not worry about it. So we can buff the damage of Paraffin Thug if we want. And here we want to infuse because it'll apply Reap. It's not a lot of damage though. So I think I'm just going to... I think I'm gonna just buff this guy in the back. Okay, that gets the kill. That's not what I want. What am I thinking? Of course we don't want to get we want to get the kill on the next floor because that's where Paraffin Thug can give us some more gold. Of course. But of course. We are doing this for the gold play anyways. Username welcome, how are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Hello. Okay, this seems perfect. Just basically don't touch anything. So we picked up, I think, 120 gold there, just off of the Paraffin Thug. That's a great start. Bounding Echoes. Apply infused to cards in hand. Echo Snare. Infused consume, apply Reap to enemy units. Shelter, consume, apply armor to per Echo to friendly units. It's such a small amount of armor, and it consumes. It's not a very good card. I mean, all three of these consume. I do like Bounding Echoes for things like if you have an Echo Transfer in hand, you can make it have infusion and then therefore not take as many away. You can't, as many echoes away. You can make your good holdover, awesome cards infuse, and then you can hit more champion triggers and stuff. So I do like Bounding Echoes, but Echo Snare is kind of a good amount of burst damage. You know, it puts some damage over time on all the enemy units, but we already do that with our champion. So I think Bounding Echoes is the play. Infused, Extinguish, apply Stealth, Molten Encasement. There's something to be said for the Molten Encasement. You know, extra upgrades, we could get like a really cool stealth build happening or something. We can even, at some point, split upgrades on the Spine Chief. We can have Inspire, apply Reap, and then also on attack gain Echo, and then he's applying Reap all the time whenever we're in Relentless. And then if we have a Molten Encasement, giving him a lot of stealth, then he's gonna be stealthed up. He can attack for 100 turns. There's stuff that we can do there. But I think Molded is nice. But we have 5 primitive molds because we are on the alternate Melting Remnant, so we probably don't need a targeted molding. Wicklash is good, but we have 2 already, so I guess we'll go Molten Encasement. Yeah, why not? And with 350 gold, more upgrades on units, a Wurmkin banner unit, hell yeah. Endless and Titanite. So Endless goes on the Molten Encasement. I'll just do that. If we can get the +1 burnout thing as well, that would be great on the Molten Encasement, but we'll start with Endless. I could give him health, but we don't need it. Titanite we also don't need because we don't have a tank. I also should have looked at this first. Ooh, more flies. God, that's good. That's just good. First of Kin, I don't like the unit, I gotta be honest. If you have like an awesome consume build going, then it's fine, but I find it to be difficult to ensure that that's gonna be what your run is about, right? Bog Chrysalis is just good stats. It's good stats, good damage. You get 2 flies out. If you give him multi-strike, you've got 4 multi-strike on the field. First of Kin does a decent amount of damage, but it's 3 capacity, it's 2 energy. I think I take the Bog Chrysalis here, and I think we're gonna re-roll first. We are looking for Burnout. So Burnout goes on the Molten Encasement. We can now give the Molten Encasement some health if we want, because it'll die every turn. Do we want to upgrade the flies? We do. See, Smidge Stone would have been nice on the big unit that we had. I think we'll go for... I mean, Echo Stone is nice and Quick is also pretty good, but like we can get so many better upgrades on these flies, right? Like 3 multi-strike or a large stone, something like that would be amazing. I could smidge them, but we don't need to. Oh, I also can't, literally. Do we need Quick? Probably not. I would like multi-strike on the Paraffin Thug too, so who gets these? All right. Let's give the flies more damage per shard. God, I just don't want to. Like, I think we give him Quick. Quick, it's good on Paraffin Thug. I want to hit up many, many, many unit upgrade shops. But if we can get Quick and multi-strike and large stone or something, those are really good flies. Quick multi-strike Paraffin Thug can also be awesome though. Just getting kills, getting money. All right, Paraffin Thug, you take it. I'll put the 5 per echo on the flies. I mean, that's still nice, and we still have 2 upgrades on the flies. Now, do we put the Paraffin Thug at the bottom? No, I don't think we do. I think we put Paraffin Thug here again. We can put the bog flies down here. We are going to be infusioning as much as we can at the bottom floor, so that should be okay. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what we want. The enemies in the back are going to be dying. Oh, they're not going to be dying. The shell's going to eat the reap. So actually, units will make it up here to be killed by Paraffin Thug. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. We will just buff the units at the bottom. Ding, 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 ding. And this is what Bounding Echoes is for. Hatch. Will the eggs, will the flies be burning out? It says stat changes, but it's not a stat change to give them burnout. I don't know, I think they'll be fine. I think, therefore, they will be fine. I hope that they will be fine. Okay, they are fine. They have double bog mists, and they're cardless. They can also move around, so if we want, we can put them up here on this floor behind the Paraffin Thug, or even in front of the Paraffin Thug. Don't forget about that. I kind of want... Oh, we can bring back the egg! I guess endless would mean that the egg comes back in your hand, right? I don't want to kill these minions. I want them to move up. So I'm gonna play this here. Well, I'm gonna play this here. I'll play the egg here, because it'll burn out and then come back. It's gonna eat the echo of the floor, which is annoying. It makes it really hard to hatch burnout eggs, because it's a very kind of awkward system. Okay, we have 14 health here, 17 health here. We do have a molten encasement that we could put down. We'll definitely... I feel like we should move the bog flies maybe to the middle or top floor. Probably the middle floor they can tank for Paraffin Thug. So I'll move one. I'll play the molten encasement, which will kill the unit in the back. I'll move the other one. And then I will bring back an egg who can tank for another second. He's got burnout too. Well, he's gonna do damage at the very least. He's also gonna eat the echoes from the floor. So the unit in the back is not going to die if I play the Bog Chrysalis down here. Okay, fine, I'll play you up here. I thought you were infused too. And then we'll just dump a Well, let's not dump a card. Let's actually play Primitive Mold here for more stats. Okay, I just wanted to see if we can get the kill with our money unit up here. We are barely getting the kill, but we are. So don't touch anything. Egg, if I could, I would keep you alive, but I can't. Okay. So we can, with Reformation, we can get more eggs and get more flies when we buff the unit, but it is hard because we need to get so many infusions out basically immediately. We need to get 5 infusions out when the egg is out. But we also have the problem of, after we bring back the egg, it has burnout, so I'm pretty sure that the flies will have burnout. So it's a complicated mess. Consume Retreat, do 13 damage. Targeted damage spell would be nice. It's a complicated mess. I don't know how we're gonna solve the problem, but we'll find something, maybe. I'm gonna take a... Purifying Cleanse is gonna be really nice to keep our champion alive. But we have Reformation. I'm gonna take a Dripfall. So, Merchant of Steel or Merchant of Arms? I mean, we want to upgrade our units as much as possible. Unfortunately, we did not get... Dualism on Molten Encasement, it's perfect. Unfortunately, we did not get Multi-Strike. So we have one Dualism and Quick. Dude! Oh, man. This is the run of just giving me all the good things. We got Big Sludge, we've got Bounty Stalker. Big Sludge, we know and love. Every time a unit dies on the floor, he gets +5 Rage. But Bounty Stalker, every time he dies, he gets permanent stat scaling. He also comes out with Burnout and Stealth. He never used to come out with Burnout. That's a new one. But Stealth, I like the Fire Hat. I've never noticed the Fire Hat in the gun before. Well, it's a crossbow. Well, no, I've noticed the crossbow. So he comes out, he burns out, he dies, you reform him, he comes out, he's strong, he gets permanent stat scaling. So we can have hundreds of damage on a Bounty Stalker. I think it's a good unit to throw in. And he doesn't need Quick. Because he has Stealth, he doesn't need Quick. Dualism would give him more Burnout and Stealth, but I think I just want that on the Molten Encasement, and then we re-roll to find something better. Because we don't need Quick, I don't think. Large Stone and Multi-Strike is exactly what I was hoping for, but we can only buy one. Unless we can get money in the shop. Like, I want all of the units to have Multi-Strike. Paraffin Thug is more money. Bounty Stalker is insane better damage. And on the Bog Chrysalis, the Multi-Strike will hit the flies that are spawned. And Large Stone is also doing a very good job at keeping them alive, because they'll have way more health. Man, Quick Multi-Strike Paraffin Thug, that's so good. I just need more money. I need more cash. Not enough cash, stranger. Paraffin Thug doesn't scale. Bounty Stalker does. He's a better unit. We're getting money out of Paraffin Thug. Hold on, I gotta check. There are 3 more Merchants of Steel coming up, but they're really late into the run. So if we get Multi-Strike now on Paraffin Thug, maybe we can get a lot of cash out of him. And at this point, I'm just gonna give him health, so he tanks. And everything else is good. Let's get the money from him, and maybe we can duplicate him here. Oh my god. See, I was wondering, what are we gonna duplicate if we get the duplicator? We never get the duplicator. We finally got the duplicator. think we made the right call, by the way. By the by. Is he gonna spawn on the top floor and not be able to attack? Yup. That's real funny. Well, let's just burn the hell out, dude. We know what we're doing. Dude. There we go. Now we're getting 2 kills. We're getting 2 instances of cash. I want to buff his damage so he does more than 65 eventually. We're going to put down echoes somewhere. The egg can fit on the top floor, so we'll start doing that. Run just solved global debt. My debt, at least. And bounding echoes. So you are not killing this unit, unfortunately. That's fine. It's fine. Let us play another Paraffin Thug. We're gonna bring back our Bounty Stonker. I'm going to keep reaping your ass. There's 30 gold. We didn't get gold here, unfortunately. Also, my Paraffin Thug did die. Oh, look, there he is. He's doing 65 damage, though. He's getting 2 kills immediately. Hell yeah. How are you not getting hit? Oh, because we're quick. This guy is gonna take a lot longer to die every turn. All right, this is looking good. I will play you. Look at that, there's money. I don't want to kill anything else because I want units to move up and eventually, you know, give me their cash. I don't even want to play the Bog Chrysalis because I'm realizing if I play the Bog Chrysalis, then I can't play another Paraffin Thug or another permanently scaling unit. Not like we need the permanently scaling unit, but what else are we gonna do? Like, there's nothing else for us to do. We're doing great. We have 370 gold. We had no gold coming into this fight. Oh, we're gonna be so bloody rich. Rich, I tell ya, rich. Haroo! I guess I'll just buff you. This is not like an endgame. Maybe this is an endgame strategy. We can just, even on Seraph, we can just play corruption or play our units. They'll be corrupted, but who cares? We'll reform them, bring them back. They'll have stealth if they're a tank or an important unit. Maybe we can just move him around so we have one pure floor of major stealth, and then nothing's gonna stop us. Picked up 500 gold. Devourer of Death, Wickless Recruitment, Echoes of the Past. So Echoes of the Past is a nice buff to turn echoes into damage, which means we could really buff the damage of like a Paraffin Thug. Wickless Recruitment though, I mean, if this boss is giving us corruption, if we have burnout on our units, we can just remove that. It's an infused card too. It's a really good card. There's another version of a card like this. This one only hits 1 unit. There's a version like this that hits all units on the floor, but it doesn't remove burnout. It just removes all the debuffs from your units and buffs from enemy units. Yo, we have a Legion of Wax. I mean, Legion of Wax can carry whole runs on its own. Legion of Wax is the best card. On Extinguish, summon 2 Twin of Wax. Twin of Wax, on Extinguish, summon 2 Mote of Wax. So you just get an immortal god of a card that just can never die. Oh, it's so good. I'm not gonna play him for a long time, but why not? Okay, what do we need? Capacity, probably. We have so many units. Merchant of Magic, Merchant of Trinkets, Celestial Alcove, a heal, a Wurmkin unit, Forgotten Boons. If we look for spells, what kind of upgrades are we looking for? Pretty much Holdover Wickless Recruitment would be awesome. We probably don't need Holdover Primitive Molds. We also don't need Fractures. We can eventually remove those. A Holdover Dripfall, Holdover Intrinsic Dripfall would be awesome. And then that's really it. Holdover is the big one. We don't really need Double Stack. I would take it for Dripfall, but I think it might be better to go to the right. We can maybe look for some trinkets that might have a little bit more impact. And Spine Chief is just here. He's just here. He's doing things. Run winner yet ungilded. I mean, this is my like second time playing the clan. A lot of the cards are not going to be gilded. So we can upgrade one of our units. If only we could have done this beforehand. Permanently gain damage. Dude, on a Bog Chrysalis? How would that work? We would have to keep the egg alive during Relentless, but it'll be a permanent buff. That's real funny. Or on Legion! If we keep the Legion, that's a permanent buff. Also, Ember Drain 2, on summon gain 3 energy. Dude, that would work pretty well. Oh, dude, what am I talking about? Infinite energy on Molten Encasement. You play it, you get Ember Drain 4, which sucks. But as long as it dies, as long as it gets played and dies, then you have infinite energy once you draw the card, right? Now you could do that on Bounty Stalker too. Ember Drain 2, summon, gain 3 energy. You want to bring him back over and over again. Eventually the Ember Drain does go away. So like we don't even have to play Molten Encasement. We can just wait. And then eventually this thing is just an infinite stealth, infinite energy machine. We don't need to take an energy relic at that point, probably. But this is also fun. This is also fun because you can buff the eggs. They already get plus 13 damage per shard. Do you really need the extra plus 10? We don't need it on Paraffin Thugs. Yeah, I think we go Ember Drain Energy on Molten Encasement. And then we just don't play the card if we don't want to. Advance the back. Oh, gain 5 gold when a friendly unit dies. More money? Are we gonna lose 32 friendly units over the course of the entire run? Probably. I don't know, probably. More money. Tomb units gain 30 health and burnout 1. So I don't want him to actually have the burnout because I gave him the burnout already. If I didn't give him the burnout already, we would have been fine, but I gave him dualism, so it's burnout 2. On deployment, draw a room card and make it free. We don't have a room card, but we might. And I'll take the more money reward as well, and I'll start purging cards. Because we know we should be getting a lot of cash from this. What will you do with the extra spare change? I don't know. I don't know. Corrupt to the front unit. You're a corruptor. You're an incant corruptor. You're okay. We're fine. So I think we still want Reap at the bottom, but I might not want to kill my units because I want the Paraffin Thugs to do it, but we'll see. We'll see. We do have 200 damage quick that gives us money on the bottom floor. We can do something with that. We'll Paraffin Thug here. We'll Paraffin Thug here. I mean, if we're killing all the enemy units, I'm happy with that. And then I think we're just gonna put a Bog Chrysalis down somewhere. How many Paraffin Thugs do I have? Sorry, should be checking this. I've got a few more in the deck. All right, let's put you down. And let's see if we can't get you hatched. I guess you are just gonna be attacking into the thing now. I can reform you, I suppose. We're only getting 1 kill. With our Paraffin Thugs. Champion's getting the other kill. Maybe I should have just not played the champion. Maybe I should have just played the champion on a different floor where where it would function more as a tank and we can get more kills with Paraffin Thugs. Honestly, I kind of like that because we don't need the champion to be applying any stats. I just need the champion to be a tank. So let's make a floor for the eggs and for the final, like, this is where we're gonna be killing the boss. And then on the other 2 floors, we can just put down multiple Paraffin Thugs. I kind of like this a little bit more, because we can put a 3rd Paraffin Thug here. If they die, we just bring them back anyways. Their life doesn't matter. We can get a Bog Chrysalis and a Paraffin Thug up here, and then that's the full floor. Yeah, I like that more. I like that more. These floors are about cash. This is about the final fight. And you know what? If I can save hatching the egg for when the boss shows up, then the flies will not have corruption. So there's something we can do as well. So let's get some egg. But we'll try to keep the final shell for the end. Yeah, this will work. This will work way better, I think. Bounty Stalker, you eat the corruption. And we'll play this 2 more times. I hope it hatches before it dies. That's the only thing I'm hoping for there. We'll see. You hasted up. How annoying. That's fine. Okay, everything down here is dying. That's perfect. We can bring back a Bounty Stalker, who I do want to play them and have them die so they can go in front. Don't hatch the egg yet. We want to do it after the boss shows up, so we will play nothing. Well, that's a lie. We will play stuff to get more echoes out. Why not? We've got a lot of money. You know, this is also nice because we're killing our own minions a little bit more, which means we're getting more stacks of cash. Apply +10 attack and burnout 2 to a friendly unit. I don't really want to burn out my egg. I think I'll just... Well, this guy's gonna die in 2 turns, so let's burn out him. We can maybe reform him if we get lucky. Or we can keep him burning out, I suppose. Okay, so infuse cards. We'll put down a Molten Encasement who will not die. Hold on, 120. They will die. 120, 170, hit, kill, you attack me, Molten Encasement dies. Perfect. Here's my Bounty Stalker. He's got Burnout 3. We can put him down, I think, at this point. Unless we're going to be drawing another... Okay, we might not. I'll put Bounty Stalker down. And everything else is fine. End turn. Now, everyone here is corrupted. So be it. But we're almost killing Kel the Corruptor. How did you not die, Molten Encasement? Wait a minute! How did you not die? I can't play anything. What happened? What did I change that resulted in us getting a kill? Oh, the Bounty Stalker! No, that doesn't make any sense. What? How did I change that? I must have accidentally done damage to the front enemy unit because I don't understand how we did enough damage to kill him. Oh, because I buffed the Paraffin Thug's damage. Yeah, that's what I did. I did the calculation at 60 times 2 and I buffed him to 70 times 2, which meant that the Molten Encasement lived for an extra turn. Duh. All right, fair enough. You know, that makes sense, I guess. I'm going to remove Burnout. Guess I'm not going to be hatching my egg. All right, well, that's fine. We get it. I get it. We got a lot of money. We picked up like 700 gold. There we go. Soul-crushing guilt is something we're gonna need. Apply Reap to all enemy units. Wurmkin Spike. Return consume spells to the top of your draw pile with Wurmkin etchings. We don't really consume important cards. I'll take the Extract Days for more days. I think Subsuming Blade is a little bit too late. Crushing Demise is fun, but not necessary. Remnant Host is not necessary. I think we want a room, because we have the Dante's Footstool. We could also duplicate a card. We could get a second Molten Encasement, but we really don't want the Ember Drain to hit. Eventually it will go away, so I don't have to play the Encasement. Merchant of Arms, though, there's a lot of equipment I would like to get. There is. Free artifact as well. Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Steel. The problem is that we won't ever be able to hit a Merchant of Magic, because we want to go Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Steel, pretty much. There's another alcove. I mean, so far the alcoves have been dynamite. And I mean, duplicating the stealth tomb unit is still awesome. Doing this, looking for a room. Gaining an artifact. I mean, we have so much money, it feels like we should get some spell upgrades, but our spells just don't matter. Grant more Reap? Sure. Remove 2 cards? Sure. I really don't want the Stewards in this deck because I don't want them to pollute the Reform pool. Meat Shield is a really nice one to have. And if I buy Zone of Silence, it's pre-deployable. And that's awesome. Fight Club is also really nice so we can get more damage on our units, so I could see myself buying all 3 of these right now. Burnout 1, Multi-Strike 1, return to hand when equipped unit is destroyed Resin Blade. That's incredible. We have Burnout units. Hatch. Apply upgrades, equipment, and stat changes to the summoned unit. Yo! So if we get a quick dagger and put it on Bog Chrysalis, it'll get duplicated to the flies. If we get the Meat Shield and put it on the flies, they'll heal every turn as well. Very interesting. I mean, quick Bog Chrysalis is fun. I'm gonna take that. The more I look at Resin Blade, the more I think I actually don't need it, because I don't need the Burnout. But I'll take the quick dagger. I'm gonna deploy the other room, so we get both rooms immediately. I could merge them. Actually, that seems like a damn good idea. A quick egg that will also heal the units inside of the egg. And also when it splits, then the flies have healing. That seems great. I'll merge that. And then I'll purge some cards as well. We do not need fractures. That is something that is unnecessary in the deck. I don't think we need primitive molds. I don't think we really need this many Wicklashes either. Let's start purging. And let's go and move on. Units heal when they move up. That's fine. Cool, so we get the Zone of Silence. Which means they won't even hit with corruption and stuff like that. And then the other one is a damage room, which we didn't draw because we hit our capacity for cards. We'll purge some stuff out of the deck at some point. Maybe. All of our cards are good. I don't know what we want to purge. That's fine. We'll still draw the room at some point, but... And for Zone of Silence, do we want it on the bottom, or do we want it up here where we're going to actually have like a more important floor? Well, the top floor is going to be the final floor, so... I guess we can just silence at the bottom. This'll stop him. Spine Chief goes up. Thug, thug, thug. Bog. I mean, they're gonna die. Probably don't want to play my Molten Encasement then, unless I can fracture it. Because I can do that, and we'll get 3, 6. It should die, if I'm running the math correct. I don't know why I'm doing this. We don't need the energy, but it's like a good theory craft. And then I guess we'll just work on egg. Cool. Now they have stealth 4. I could remove debuff effects on the Molten Encasement. There you go. It's also not burning out. So when it dies, it'll stealth the back line. Seems good. Paraffin Thug can come out. The Paraffin Thug is more important than the flies, so he can go in the back. And we just keep playing thugs. I at some point do want to play my Bounty Stalker, just don't know when, don't know where. Should have played this first, that's fine. I'm gonna hatch you next turn. I'm gonna do it like this. Eggs can eventually deal a ton of damage. There you go. It says he's burning out, he will hatch. But the burnout was not a stat change, so... Oh, right, I had to wait for the equipment. Dummy. Oops. Oops. Well, you know what? Why don't you have this? My big champion friend, who hasn't really been doing that much lately. You've just kind of been chilling. Which I guess is fine. I could send the eggs down. Are you dying? You're dying. I don't need to send the eggs down, but I, theoretically could. All right, end turn. This is gonna be a real, I have completely forgotten about this too. We can do this on deployment, I think, right? All right, this has been a fast run so far. It's been an easy run, let's not say fast. Forgotten Trade is perfect. I want this for my champion. Friendly units have endless. It's a room. I don't need endless units, I can bring them back. I can make a unit endless. If I make the egg endless, we can keep replaying the egg, making more flies, and then when the flies hatch, move them to a different floor. I mean, assuming that we upgrade the egg at some point, let's take it. I mean, we can always just put it on the champion. We can do anything we want with it. All right, this is where we get the payoff for the money. Titanite on Legion of Wax seems awesome. Endless Bounty Stalker is stupid, and we don't want it. We don't even want the Bounty Stalker anymore. Like, we just don't... His damage hasn't actually mattered. More health on the Legion, or what? I want Large Stone for Bog Chrysalis and Legion. Bog Chrysalis feels more important than the Legion. Like, we just haven't needed it. We have stealth to keep our units alive, right? So I'm just gonna give the Legion a generic upgrade, and then... another generic upgrade, I think. Yeah. He's just here. I should have saved Smidgestone. I should have saved Smidgestone. What am I thinking? You know what? Whatever, screw you. I don't need you. Quick bounty stalker, maybe? Make him have a little bit of extra burnout so he can hit twice. I don't know. Why not? Make him really tiny? I don't need to make him tiny. He's fine. Plus 14. Nah, it is a bit of a waste. Quick dagger, -2 when you play a unit, create a copy. Oof. Is that better than silence? Because we can make... we have it. We have capacity. We have enough paraffin thugs. We don't need the mirror. Skip it. All right, let's do this. I think we do the same thing. You know, instead of the Bog Chrysalis, I'm gonna put down the Bounty Stalker. Although he's stealthed, he's not gonna eat the shot that's coming in on the champion, but... maybe we'll put the egg down, start buffing the egg. In case we get the equipment, we can put the equipment on the egg immediately. Oh, and right, you start... I forgot that this unit spawned at the bottom. Now the annoying thing is that you're killing my units, but it doesn't matter because I can just bring them back. What do we play here? I think we will play a Legion, and we want a Paraffin Thug up here. Yeah. So we'll at least do damage. And then we can bring back a Paraffin Thug. Might as well put him in the front and just block shots. We're getting 3 kills here. Bounty Stalker can come out. Again, Bounty Stalker is not going to eat shots, but that's fine. I could remove the burnout and then make you endless, but the burnout is not removed forever. So then you're still going to be endless. I could remove your burnout. Suppose I should. And then if the Spine Chief dies, I would like to bring him back. So there you go. You take that. That's a just in case. 310 damage. I'm still killing you. All right, so the egg has now eaten. God, I never pay attention to this card. It's a good card. I just never pay attention to it. Play that, then infuse. I could daze Strix. I don't think that's necessary. We gotta do damage at some point. We're hitting you, which is nice. Let's work on the egg. So the revenge is that this guy gets incredibly strong. That's something that I am worried about. Okay, we have a fight club. Let's do more damage. I need 2 egg to hatch you. I will almost certainly get what I need next turn. I would love to push you to the back and just get these kills. Got another burnout Paraffin Thug. What else died? Oh, Bounty Stalker. Buffing the damage of the egg before they hatch is going to be really nice. I believe that we'll pick up a single infusion. We've got 3 in the draw pile, I think, so we're like guaranteed to draw something. Now this kind of sucks, but if we kill Spine Chief, he will come back as Endless, and he'll still be playable on the floor. So I think Fracture is fine. We just won't play this. We'll keep this in hand, and we'll play it later. We'll play this. We'll play a Paraffin Thug. We'll Echo Transfer someone or not, and end turn. Maybe the little guys are not the best counterplay to a unit who gets stronger every time I hit them. Wait a minute, hold on. But no, this is what we want here. Molten Encasement. Paraffin Thug. Molten Encasement is gonna save the run. Extract 3 applied daze. It's not gonna daze you for Relentless, so I don't care. I'm just gonna play Echo Transfer to buff the damage. And you're burning out, so I could give you a buff. Could also give you a buff. Could also give the Twin of Wax a buff, and that'll just give more strength to the floor. But if Spine Chief is dying, I kind of just want to put this on Spine Chief. I think that's okay. The little egg boys have healed up. I could also send them to the bottom right before Relentless happens, so that's something to keep in mind. We're gonna stack up more stealth. If they can't get a whole bunch of stealth stacks, it's not worth it. Which makes me think that maybe we want to do it now and just have more body blockers, but they're gonna die before the stealth runs out on the thugs because of how this happened. How this happened. If I look at it, 66 bloody damage. I think we have enough damage right now. If I move the eggs down, I can't get more stealth. Yeah, this is fine. I'll just play you. Okay. When you die, you give multi-strike to this guy who's gonna have 160 damage. When you die, you're gonna give Titan Skin 10 to your friend. Adding multi-strike to the backline is rough here, but don't matter, we win. We're good. We're getting 2 kills here, we're getting a kill here, we're getting all the kills here with Paraffin Thugs, so we're getting a lot of cash. I need to remember I have the energy. Pyre, I never remember. It's just there to chill. Chill. Resin Blade, don't need it. Wax and Spike, don't need it. Echo Bloom, I don't really need it. The extra infusion is nice though, just to get hatches happening, and maybe we can hatch a burnout egg, which is not what we want, but maybe we can endless the egg and keep getting infinite hatches. I'll take Echo Bloom. And we want draw. This will remove Ember Drain, and we'll probably want to dupe this unit at some point. Because that's infinite energy and infinite stealth, which is just good counters. And I want to upgrade the egg. So this is perfect. On Inspire, reap 5 to enemy units. I'm very sorry, Spine Chief. I haven't used you, like, at all. Well, this is not really what I was hoping for. Dualism? We're gonna put the dagger on Bog Chrysalis. It doesn't need quick. I think that's just a reroll. Yeah. Although Bounty Stalker living for a couple of turns is better than it living for 1. But it's already quick, so it already lives for 2 turns, so I think I'm just gonna re-roll immediately. And these aren't really what I was hoping for at all. There is another merchant up here. I think I'm gonna go up here for the other merchant. Like, this just sucks. We can thin out the deck so much that I don't think we care about getting spell upgrades or stuff like that. Like, I think we can wait, come up here, upgrade the units again, and have like a cool egg build thing happening. Or, yeah, because I don't think we need Merchant of Arms. Yeah, we really don't. All right. So let's keep paying for removal. We need to remove... Echo Transfer has not really been a very good card, but I think we can remove Wicklashes, which is also just not a very important card. And let's kind of just leave it there. Let's not mess it up too much. Enemy units appear on each floor. Silence. That's not a problem. Oh, right, Echo Bloom's a room. That's awesome. It's a free room. I'll take it. So I'm definitely gonna Spine Chief up here. And we can Paraffin Thug. Could also Legion, but that's silly. I could also Bounty Stalker, and then the Bounty Stalker will die, and he's quick. But then we can't put the egg up here. Let's just Paraffin Thug, Paraffin Thug, Paraffin Thug, Paraffin Thug. Do what we do, okay? Let's do what we do. This is what we do. Could put the merged equipment on Spine Chief so that they heal. It's not a bad idea. I much prefer to have it on the egg, but I don't know, the egg sucks right now. Let's put it on Spine Chief. Let's also... Yo, wait a minute. Bloom Burst, Massive Reap. How interesting. Yeah, you take this, you heal. You die, now I get money. Could have also dazed you, I suppose. In fact, we could do that here. But I'm just gonna play that. Why did I not play another Paraffin Thug? There was more money to be had. Gosh darn it. All right, Bog Chrysalis comes out. You begin hatching. Oh, look, you're hatched. Molten Encasement will come out and start the process of giving us infinite energy. Play you here. Get more Echo on the floor. Infused Extract. Get some stronger eggs before they hatch. Okay, with a unit living here, I feel a little bit better about actually trying to get some stuff played on the floor. You're just gonna burn out, but it is what it is. I want to play... The egg popping will give the flies burnout. I'm pretty certain. But why don't we test that assertion? The assertion, rather. Let's put a Bog Chrysalis down. We'll see what happens when it burns out. Let's run the analysis. Because now it's hatching. We can play everything. I'll play another Molten Encasement, I don't care. Want to stack up the burnout anyways. So I think the eggs will be burnout. Maybe, so it ate, it ate, hold on, it ate the echoes, it hatched and burned out, but I didn't get the bog flies. Okay, well, maybe I have no idea what the hell's going on with it then. Right. I forgot, when there's a summon effect, it gets silenced. I keep thinking it plays from the hand. That's not how it works. So we'll have to play Molten Encasement like here. Which is weird, but so be it. And then we can zone you, and then I can play another card like you, and then I can play this. Let's get that Bounty Stalker down. I guess I can stop him from burning out. He's another nice damage dealer to have. You are still silenced. How annoying. Or rather, you are still applying silence, which means I don't get money. Although I'm not killing anything, so what does it matter? Do we need Endless on a unit? No. We do not. I could Endless and a Bogfly, but it's cardless, so it doesn't work. We're gonna Endless a... Put on a Paraffin Thug, I guess? Mother of Zerg, welcome! Hello, Abe! Hello, Mother of Zerg! How are you doing today? Alright, here's what I want to do. Descend you, daze you. Now you're dead. You're actually not dead, but you're gonna be in the front, so you're gonna die soon. Remove burnout and debuffs. I guess I'll just remove your burnout, keep you around a little bit longer, and nobody needs Endless. I'll just put it on you. Just kind of a garbage card in my hand. I forgot about the energy again. I'm like, oh, I gotta play around the silence so I can get my energy. No, I could also just click the button. Always forget about clicking the button. I want my egg. I got the egg. So I want to see what happens when I hatch this damn egg. While it has burnout remaining. So everyone's getting reaped. They're taking 200 damage. That's fine. Let's get the Ember Drain, because we can afford it. We're gonna lose the quick and the heal, but honestly, whatever. I don't care. Although we're not getting attacked either. I guess I can wait on that another turn. Play a Paraffin Thug. Play an Echo Transfer. I don't want to remove echoes on the floor. I'm just gonna not play it. Let's see what happens. I have stuff to do, says Mother of Zerg. All right, fine. Also, hello, welcome, Quark. How you doing? Hey, we're killing the boss. Thank you, 15 stealth. So yeah, the flies do have burnout. I guess. So, okay. So the hatching happens. The flies are created with burnout 1, then burnout decrements by 1. So then the flies die immediately as soon as they're hatched. What an awful existence for flies. Poor flies. Well, we can Molten Encasement. We can Paraffin Thug. I don't know. End turn. Alright, at least now we know. Reminds me of the fruit fly from that epic movie. I have no idea what you're talking about. Alright, we have 2,000 gold. Deal 8 damage to enemy units per echo. Broken memories. Return consumed cards. Soul-crushing guilt. Consume cards. Bounding echoes consumes. Remnant Pact consumes. Don't need it. I'm gonna take another soul-crushing guilt though. If we're not upgrading spells, let's add more. Oh, Mortal Entrapment's also great. So we've just added a whole bunch of days. I guess one final chance at some upgrades if we can find something good, finally. There we go, large stone flies. Still trying to give me dualism, huh? All right, let's Titanite the flies. It's something. And Bounty Stalker, why don't you come out with some more burnout? All right, I would say that was a little bit weh. Weh being code for whatever. Probably just remove Echo Transfer. We're not gonna play him at this point, I don't think. At the start of turn, friendly units gain 5/5 if they're the only unit on the floor. When you gain burnout, gain more. Ooh, get 1 echo on the top floor that cannot be removed. I'll take it. When you gain burnout, gain 1 more. Gain 3 more. We might be able to make better use of Reformation with this. Increase capacity by 1 on each floor. Cards can be played for cost and Pyre health. Endless the first unit played each turn. Now we can get infinite Bog Chrysalis eggs. Perfect. So now, or Infinite Legion, but that's not what we want because I messed up the upgrades on him. I didn't have the chance to give Small Stone to him. We need fewer primitive molds because we can endless the units, so we can actually purge several of these. I think we're good. Yeah. Yeah. It's, so Zone of Silence is a room. We have another room. We have several rooms. Ghosting can consume, so we can just play that once and have it go away. Forgotten Trade, I do want to play on the champion, I think, especially for the Relentless waves. And for the eggs, I do want to get the doubled equipment on the eggs as soon as I can. We're gonna play this to purge it. We're gonna make sure to use the energy finally. I don't know. I don't know what to remove. I don't really want to remove anything. Even 2 primitive molds I think is fine. We don't have too many ways of gaining infusions, so I want to keep them around, I think. Sure. Corruption 4. I hope we can draw our good stuff early. We're gonna silence the bottom. Spine Chief goes on the top because we have 1 capacity that's permanent. I kind of like that. We're gonna play the egg. We're gonna play a Paraffin Thug, a Paraffin Thug, a Paraffin Thug. We're gonna play a Paraffin Thug. Sorry, I made a mistake immediately. Does the key work on this turn? It does. We want the Endless egg because I'm gonna put Endless on the champion later. So we put Paraffin Thug, Paraffin Thug, Paraffin Thug, Paraffin Thug, Paraffin Thug, Bounty Stalker, Zone of Silence. The boss will spawn on the top floor. Do we have a daze? No, but that's fine because the Bog Chrysalis will hatch, remove the corruption anyways. So let's not worry about it. I will play Echo Bloom. Echo Bloom and Onion. And you know what? If I can hit the damn button for it, there we go. Let's give you 30 Reap. Let's get some energy. Let's get a Molten Encasement out. This is the perfect time to eat up all the corruption. That's not corruption, actually. You're just taking damage. But it's still the perfect time to start stacking up stealth. Endless on the champion. You're endless, but you're already endless. Hosting kin, if I play it, I think we do get a kill, so I'll just do that. Play Vengeful Shard. I'm gonna play this after you die and come back to life. And the eggs have already hatched. Beautiful. Oh, my Molten Encasement didn't die, so I don't have energy on this turn. Well, that's fine, because I have infinite energy. Oh yeah, there's also Wickless Recruitment, which I completely forgot about. We can actually just remove the corruption with that. Also, I hatched my egg, but that's fine, because we have another Bog Chrysalis. So we can actually move some of these eggs, some of these flies around, and get you played here again. I can't daze the boss, which is a problem. Really would have liked to have done that. Luckily, you're just moving up to this floor. Okay, so the equipment goes on this egg. Infuse attuned, daze an already damaged unit, which we can totally do now. I could also descend you, but it applies more daze. Burnout 5 on a Molten Encasement, huh? What do I do with Paraffin Thugs? Should I just like build up stealth here? Where should I play you? I don't know where to play you, Molten Encasement. You're kind of an odd man out right now. I think I should not fill up my board with Paraffin Thugs. So I kind of feel like just kind of popping you here. We have a lot of quick units. We have a Fight Club. I really like that Bloom Burst. Should have played this first. Honestly, shouldn't have even played it. Everything in my hand was already infused. Whatever. Maybe I will just undo that real quick. That was a stupid play. We should save the infusion for when we get any of the extract cards. The extract days cards will make them easier to play. You're not attacking. We have a Molten Encasement, which would be nice to play. And we'll just do this and do this. And there's corruption down here, which I don't know how there was corruption down here. I guess it was from a previous turn and I wasn't paying attention. So now these guys have corruption, which kind of sucks. So let's start working that out of their system. Because I can just throw them to the top floor behind the champion. That's my plan. Again, not like it matters, because the whole point of this is just stacking up stealth down here, which means I should really get them out of the way so we can stack up more stealth down there, you know what I mean? So maybe I'll do that. Even though this is gonna be kind of a little awkward. So daze you, purge this, get out of my hand. We have room for an egg. I'm going to then get you up here. You're not a tanky person. So you go there. You go there. Molten Encasement will die. We can bring him back here. Stack up stealth. Not doing that previously was a mistake. We need to get the stealth going. Do I care about stealth on this floor? I don't think I do. I want to build up like a big bottom. Well, maybe we build up a big floor here with stealth. Doesn't have to be the bottom. Let's hatch the egg. There we go. A little hard to click the button. Let's daze you again. We're making a very big egg floor. Egg boys. Oh, Spine Chief got stealthed. That makes sense. You're gonna live, which is a huge surprise. I kind of don't like that. So I need to move the bog flies at some point. We're kind of approaching a limit to the amount of damage we can do, and a lot of that is these reanimates. These guys are strangely good tanks for their backline. So this guy's gonna be making it up to the Pyre, unless I extract, which I can't do. Huh. That's fine, that's fine. Let's put down a bomb. It's a bomb! I can't even put down this bomb, there's just no room. All right. Abe has become a mob boss, I see. Yes, Bosef. This is the mob boss run, and I love it. We should save some Pyre health. We're gonna need that, now that I think about it. Okay, you guys need to move up. Are you the armored ones? You are the armored ones. Okay, you go up in front. Even though you do have stealth. There we go, everything's dying. We don't need to play Forgotten Trade right now. Everything's dying, which is good. Perfect. I'm done. We should save Pyre health, because we can. I have a Molten Encasement. I can just play it for infinite energy. So we play you down here. Then we do this. Then we move you guys up, and you are armored, so you're the tanks. Tank me later. End turn. Quickness helping there. We need to stack up echoes on that floor because that's how we actually get damage from the bog flights, but we keep removing the echoes because we're actually just putting it on the egg. We're just making an egg. Well, I don't like how the corruption means that this floor is going to be toasted. It's actually making me wonder if I should bring down all of my eggs. I can't bring all of them down. Oh, this one has corruption 18. But I can bring down a few and have them kind of tank here and do some damage, but maybe we'll try to do that on the middle floor next turn, because I'll be able to move these ones around. And I can move everything from the top floor down. So what unit am I gonna play right now? Am I gonna play this thug in my hand? We can bring back a bounty stalker with a bunch of burnout and a good damage, but he also does good damage. If we get the second Molten Encasement, I might want to have them both down. So why don't we just chill? Dude, the Pyre's gonna take a beating here. I don't like that. I feel like I made a mistake and I should have definitely had the stealth units not on the top floor. And then we could have put down the damage reflector and echo reflector on our champion, and then that would have been giving us a little bit more help, I think. Because this is actually super damn important. Man, even these units are not all dying. Well, let's see if we can't just kill the boss real quick. All right, the boss is dead. We'll have 36 HP moving into the next fight. I think that's enough. It's just gonna require some care. But we could have done this better. The stealth on the top floor, if we didn't have that, we could have played the Forgotten Trade, picked up more echoes whenever we got hit, and then anything that lived would have been reaped, and they would have just died before they even hit the top floor. We could have saved like 30 Pyre damage right there. So that would have been a much better play. I could undo the fight, but I'm not going to do that. I'll just play well here. Okay, we have Echo Bloom. Top floor Echo Bloom is good. I liked that last time. We don't need it bottom floors because we're just going to be playing Paraffin Thugs anywhere. Endless Egg. Spine Chief will gain Endless later. A Bounty Stalker going out and eating Corruption, I like. So we're gonna put Bounty Stalker here in the front. It'll eat 2 turns. Paraffin Thugs just start going out and... do I want to spend 4 energy to play 4 Paraffin Thugs? That's a question. It means we won't draw them in the future. And we can get more important cards out. I kind of like that. Why don't we... I think it'll be fine. So we get 9 units out immediately. We can immediately merge equipment the Bog Chrysalis, which is exactly what we're gonna want. We are gonna need the energy on this turn, probably. Oh yeah, and we need to start... Oh, I can't even play this on you right now. We need to start dazing Dominion and dazing Savagery if possible. There's actually no place I can daze. So we'll have to wait on that. But we can play Merged Equipment. We can play a Fight Club. We're gonna stealth the bottom floor, so Fight Club going here is fine. Yeah, because I can't extract daze anywhere. So maybe what we want to do... Let's get the cooldown on this. And we can hatch the eggs. Maybe what we want to do is... I guess just wait. We'll be able to play Mortal Entrapment next time it shows up. Yeah. This one might be a little tough. I guess one thing about doing this with the Paraffin Thugs is that we can't make them endless. Because we played them all early. I want the champion to be endless. A little sap is fine. Paraffin Thugs can come back with full health when they come back. You've already been hit, so now we can start hitting you back. We have a Bog Chrysalis. Do we think that we can actually hatch it? Is a question. Do we think we can hatch the Bog Chrysalis, or are we just going to... let it simmer? I feel like we do need a little bit more damage at some point. That helps. Retreat. Good, because we kill you. Remove burnout and debuff. I guess this is another way of removing sap, so we can do that. Do damage to you. And let's remove... You're gonna eat the corruption, which is totally fine. Let's remove some sap from an egg. It is an infused card. You're not debuffed, but actually an infusion up here matters. So I'm gonna play it on the boss. Because I really need to get infusions up there so we can start dazing. Because we can't afford to take too much damage. Forgotten Trade is important. Because we want more Echo on the floor, which is more damage. It's Ember Drain, but we have Molten Encasements. We're gonna play you, we're gonna play you, we're gonna play you. Corruption is now being eaten on the floor, which is nice. I can daze a boss. Do I want you looping? There's a question. I'm gonna play the Guilts on you, hopefully. Yeah, I can. I mean, if you loop and you do damage, I can just daze you on other floors later. This boss is a little bit more problematic, and it's hitting the Pyre directly. If we stealth up the rest of these floors, then you can't hit us anyways, so... You know what? Yeah, daze you. That seems a little bit better. I think the mistake that I made at the beginning was playing all my Paraffin Thugs. We need them to be endless, because we need the actual, like, sustained resummon ability of them. We're coming across this problem where I can't actually play them anymore. Like, I have to wait for Primitive Mold, and there's 4 cards to come back, a Bounty Stalker and 3 Paraffin Thugs. Like, units are living. They're living and making it up. That's scary. We're not dead yet, but I think that was a mistake on turn 1. But now they're starting to get stealthed up, because we finally drew the Molten Encasements. If the champion dies, I'm fine. You're still dazed. You are not. I do need to infuse up here. So do I want this Paraffin Thug to be endless? I think I probably do. Because we need to get him back constantly. So I'll play a Paraffin Thug. I'll play a Molten Encasement where I can to keep him stealthed. I'll replay the champion up here later. Everything is dying, which is good. Well, maybe not down here. You're dazed for 1 turn. Well, I can play this here, so let's play it here. And I can play another encasement, so I will play another encasement. Playing all of these endless units does mean it's going to be a little bit harder to cycle through the deck, but we're still getting good cards. You know, infinite energy and curses. So you're already endless. You're not. Become endless. Become stealthed. Do I want to reap on this floor? No! We only need to survive like 5 more turns. It's a little bit of an overcapacity, but it still gets reap out there. It does damage. Bosses are taking... Well, this boss is taking 1,000 damage from reap, which is nice. Our big problem right now is Pyre health. Looking a little tight, but I think we'll be fine. I am gonna need my thugs to die at some point. Maybe the stealth is not the right play. Or maybe we just want them to be corrupted more often. You know, put the Molten Encasements in the back, that way the thugs actually start dying, or get Wickless Recruitment, but it has taken a while to shuffle. One enemy might make it to the Pyre. That sucks. But I can daze you. Yeah, so like, okay. Let's stop your sap. Daze you. I don't want to take 17 damage, but I don't see a way around it. Actually, you know what? There is a way around it. It's called Reap. Could have just reaped up there. That would have done it. Need more cards that have Reap. But you're dazed. You will never hit the Pyre. I still think we're okay. It might be tight though. But I think I know like what I did wrong, and I think I know how we can improve upon this fight. With a slightly different turn one. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Are you gonna die before we hit that point? I really hope so. But, oh, you're dazed! You're not adding Pyre lights to my hand. That's right. So actually, we might need to manipulate this positioning a little bit. Also, you're not dying. Why are you not dying? Please die. You're killing my champion, and then you're gonna die. You're taking 50? That's not good enough. It's also possible that just the deck isn't good enough. Well, hold on. You're dazed for 1 turn, then you're gonna hit the Pyre for 3. I can daze you next turn. I need to daze all these enemies when they make it up to the Pyre too. I don't know how we're gonna kill them. I guess we can maybe have the Reap kill them. But right now what I need to do is daze you. You'll die to the Pyre. Gonna keep this floor going. I have another Paraffin Thug who we need to play. We need damage on this floor, like right now. Start getting them killed, I think. And then do I want to hatch eggs? Maybe, you know what? We should have been hatching more eggs, because we can move them around. We can get more damage on floors. It's not going to be endless egg. It's also not going to hatch on any floor, except this one. Or this one, but I'll remove 69 damage, which is killing this deformed duo when saving my Pyre. Although you'll get nuked. Let's move you down. Play you. Yeah, you'll die to the Pyre. We're still okay. But I can sense the problems that I have made. All we gotta do is just live through, I think, this next big wave, because I need to get Pyre lights back. Oh, you jerk. You hit my Pyre. Because a unit moved up and we had a turn, the boss also got another turn, and then we almost died. Gotta be a little bit more careful. So we have our champion back. If I play the champion here, I will be able to reap the floor, but if I play the champion here, I can reap the floor with Bloom Burst, which seems a little bit better. So this super sapped fly that's doing 0 damage. Oh God. I guess you can just kind of be a pseudo tank, but really you have infinity stealth. You're not dying. Okay, well I need to move something out of the floor. So you move down here. and then die? I mean, if I move a whole bunch of flies, I could play molten encasements up here later in order to get more reap out. Let's move one fly. I don't really care where he goes. Spine Chief needs to come out. We're not dying. But I do need to play molten encasement. Might as well play another one, even though it doesn't really do anything. Okay. This is a problem with Paraffin Thugs. Good for cash, but at this point now I do kind of wish I had other units to help. We're so close. What happened? I didn't have any energy. I killed myself. Restart the fight. Restart the fight. No. I was like, what happened? Because the whole plan was just reap the enemies, kill them, hit the boss, kill it. All we need to do is survive one turn. And I should have played my molten encasement for the energy first. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So post-mortem, after the Paraffin Thug, and the Paraffin Thugs were amazing, we should have really figured out what the deck was doing for the final boss fights. Sorry, I'm playing with a CD on my desk. We should have figured out what we were going to do for the final boss fights and built around it, because the Paraffin Thugs can't carry the run on their own. We need something else, and we kind of almost had an egg build, but the eggs weren't, like the flies weren't that good because I wasn't really finding what I wanted from like Large Stone and Multi-Strike until very late, and I kind of didn't upgrade my my units the way I wanted them to be upgraded. More Multi-Strike would have been awesome. But we also had like no upgrades on our spells. We could have had like a holdover on some dazes, which would have helped, because I went all in on the units, and I just wasn't finding the upgrades that I wanted. At the end of the turn, return a random consume spell to your hand. Helps for the alternate champion, which we've just unlocked. Bog Slime Relic, when a spell with consume is played, gain 1 echo. And Echo Right, the alternate champion. We've unlocked Power of Knowledge, deal 20 damage for each consumed spell. And Echo Seedling, the first time each battle a card with consume is played, add 2 copies of it to your hand. We did master cards because we defeated Seraph. Legion of Wax was not really that strong on this run because again, I didn't upgrade him the way I wanted. They actually track bounty stalker gains, which is fun. But also like this champion I'm not a big fan of. Like the Reap, yeah, you can build around it and build around him applying a whole bunch of Reap to enemies, but I'd much rather have the version of him where all of the minions on your floor gain damage. Big damage. Or I'd rather have the version of him where, you know, every time he attacks we gain an echo, because then you can synergize that into other cards. Just Inspire, apply Reap, that assumes that you have and are relying on a lot of cards that generate a lot of infusions, which we didn't really have. I purged a lot of them out of the deck because we just didn't need them. They weren't really good cards, but we didn't really have too many other good infusion cards that we added in. So I much prefer the other 2 versions of him. Anywho, that was still a fun run. I had a good time with it. Hope you did as well. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch if I want to go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.